Welcome to Just Stories. We hope you enjoy the video. The War of Devolution, fought between France and the Spanish Netherlands in 1667 and 1668, was a conflict sparked by French King Louis XIV's attempt to claim parts of the Spanish Netherlands as his own. The war began in May of 1667, when Louis XIV invaded the Spanish Netherlands with a large army, quickly capturing several towns and cities, including Tournai and Lille. The Spanish, who were at the time ruled by King Charles II, were caught off guard by the sudden French aggression and were initially unable to mount an effective defense. Louis XIV's main goal in the war was to expand his territory and gain control of the Spanish Netherlands, which he believed were rightfully his due to a clause in a will left by his late mother, Anne of Austria. The clause, known as the Devolution Clause, stated that if the current King of Spain, Charles II, were to die without an heir, the Spanish Netherlands would be passed to Louis XIV and his descendants. The Spanish, however, did not agree with Louis XIV's interpretation of the clause and refused to cede control of the territory without a fight. They quickly assembled an army and began to push the French back, retaking several towns and cities that had been captured by the French. The war soon escalated, with both sides receiving support from various European powers. The Dutch Republic, who saw the French expansion as a threat to their own interests in the region, joined the Spanish in their fight against Louis XIV. The English, on the other hand, were allied with the French and provided them with financial and military support. The war reached its climax in the summer of 1668, when the French and Spanish armies clashed in a series of bloody battles. The French were ultimately defeated and forced to retreat back across the border. The Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, signed in 1668, officially ended the War of Devolution. Under the terms of the treaty, Louis XIV was forced to give up his claims to the Spanish Netherlands and return all the territory he had captured during the war. Additionally, Charles II was forced to cede the Franche-Comté, a region in eastern France, to Louis XIV as a compensation for his expenses in the war. The War of Devolution was a significant event in European history, as it marked the beginning of Louis XIV's reign as the Sun King and the start of France's rise as a major European power. It also served as a reminder of the potential dangers of unchecked expansion and the importance of maintaining a balance of power among the European nations. However, it also marked the end of the Franco-Dutch War, which was a conflict that happened between the Dutch Republic and France, which had its roots in the War of Devolution. The Treaty of Nijmegen signed in 1678 ended this war, but it was a Pyrrhic victory for France, as Louis XIV had to cede some territories and it had drained the kingdom's resources, leaving it vulnerable to the 9 Years' War. The War of Devolution also had a significant impact on the Spanish Netherlands, which would remain a battleground for several more decades. The ongoing conflicts and the constant changing of hands between the French and the Spanish had a devastating effect on the region and its people, who were caught in the middle of the fighting. The war also further weakened the Spanish Empire, which was already in decline. Overall, the War of Devolution was a significant event in European history, with far-reaching consequences for the nations and territories involved. It demonstrated the dangers of unchecked expansion and the importance of maintaining. Thank you for watching our short video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on our next video.